Hello, my crafty friends. Today I've watched 3 videos of people doing this. Some people call it a transfer technique, and Chelsea called it a resist technique. And what she said makes sense to me. I got some, didn't realize I cleaned my jelly plate. I usually don't do that. Usually I just let the crusty bits be on there, but I wanted it to start out fresh this time. And I don't I guess I dried it too much with my paper towel because I had paper towel pieces on it. Anyway, sorry about that. Um I watched Rosemary Morris, and then I watched Mags Lockley, and then I watched Chelsea all do this same technique. And I thought I've got to try that. I want to try it. And so I took away from their videos 3 important things. Everybody says use glossy magazines, so I didn't even try anything that wasn't glossy. Um, I used 4 different magazines. I used Harper's Bazaar, In Style, Town and Country, and National Geographics. Those are the 4 kinds of magazines that I tried with. I did some tests because I thought if I can't get this to work, I'm not even going to bother doing a video on it. Um, So this is the first magazine page that I used, and this is from Harper's Bazaar, and this is the one I was gonna use, and so I just used the back of it to test. So we'll do this one in a little bit, and this is what I got. I think it turned out pretty well, but it wasn't until I tried this magazine page that I figured out what I was doing wrong, and that it didn't come out. This one didn't come out. And after it didn't come out, I was trying to figure out why the first one came out and this one didn't. It is a different magazine, and it's not as glossy. This one was an ad for a perfume, and this one was just a model. And so I thought maybe that was it. But I also um, remembered Chelsea saying something about don't leave it on there too long. And so I thought, okay, I'm going to do the back side and try again and see if I can get anything. I didn't even try to pull a print on this one because it was like a clean jelly plate. There was nothing there. And so I didn't even try. Um, but I did do this one, and this is what I got. And the only thing I changed with the same page, the only thing I changed was that I put it down and I burnished it a little bit, and then I pulled it back up. I did it quickly. That was the magazine part where you're leaving the resist. But then when I put this down, I burnished it really, really, really good before I pulled it up. So you want to put your magazine page down lightly. Go ahead and burnish it a little bit, but don't just keep going over it because you'll just press, all the paint will just come off with the paper. That's what happened with this one. Um, so after I did that, um, then I went ahead and I did the cover from that same magazine, the In Style magazine, because it was glossy. And this is what happened with that one. And then I did this one. Where is the? Sorry, I'm trying to find out where my. Okay, I know I kept it. Okay, that's really weird. It's gone. But the page from Town and Country was black and white, and Rosemary Morris had said that she thought black and white did better. Oh, here it is. And so I did it with black, and so you can't hardly even see the image on it anymore. And this is what I got. And that's, that turned out fairly decent. So we'll do some more from Town and Country. And then I did a National Geographics, and this is what I got. And these, several of these were colored. They weren't all black and white, but so I don't think it has to be black and white. I think one of the main keys is to put the magazine image down quickly, and then pull it back up, and then leave the leave your paper down longer. So we're going to test that theory, and I'm going to do another some more pages from each of those magazines, and I'll tell you which one they're from as we go. I'm going to start with, this is just craft paint. I didn't use any special paint. Some people were using a heavy body paint, and those were put up high, and I didn't want to mess with trying to get them down, so I just used what I had, and since it was working, that's what we're going to use. I'll try it with the heavy body paints another day. And I put too much paint out, which is something that seems like I always do. Oh, if there's a hair in that, that's something not good. Okay, let's go again here. And I'm just going ahead, and if I get too much paint, I'm just rolling it off. Because that was one thing that was a definite consensus, is that if you have too much paint, it's not going to work. So I just try to make it as even as I can. All right, and this is another one from that In Style magazine. So I didn't take any pictures that I would want to use for collage. Just, well, there's a couple in here that I would probably enjoy using for collage, but they were such neat pictures, I wanted to try and see if I could get something with those. So, okay, we're just going to burnish it down real good, and then we're going to pull it right back up. As you can see, that left a pretty good print of the parts that were dark. I'm going to let it dry here a little bit. I haven't figured out yet how to do a speed up version and talk over it. I need to really figure that out. If somebody wants to help me with that, oh, message me on Facebook or something so we can talk about it. But I haven't figured that out yet, so I have to just take my time here. Okay, just for kicks, we're gonna put orange. No, let's do yellow. Okay. Get a piece of paper here, and we'll. One thing I've noticed is that I tend to get air bubbles stuck under those magazine pages, and you're trying to press those out, and that was what happened with that one that I did in the burgundy of that girl. And so I pressed and pressed and tried to get all those out, and I ended up just leaving it on there way too long. But you really do want to burnish it really good when you're doing the pickup print. Now, I don't know, Rosemary Morris and Mags Lockley may have both told me to press lightly on the magazine page and press hard on the pickup print, but if they did, I missed that. I don't know if Shell just said it in a different way, or if they didn't say that, or it may just be I'm one of those people that has to hear things 3 times before it finally soaks in. I'm not sure which case it is, but I definitely think that's the key. I want to try. Okay, I want to try this. No, I want to do some black, I think, with this one. this is a National Geographic I'm going to do next, and I'm just curious to see if I can get it to look halfway decent. I'll show you what it is before I actually lay it down so you can see what we're working with. It's this page right here. So I'm going to go ahead and lay a piece of paper over it, and I get messy enough as it is. I don't need to be rubbing the getting paint all over me while I'm rubbing it off. Okay, we're going to let this dry a minute. And then because that's fire behind it or volcano-y or whatever, I'm going to do a little bit of red and yellow and see if I can, I don't know if that'll work or not, but we're going to try it and see. Okay, I think that's dry. So we'll do a few dots of yellow and a little bit of red. And then we're going to see if we can okay, let's give it a shot here. I may have ended up mixing the, oh, there was something wet there that may mess it up. I may have mixed that red and yellow so much that you don't see any fire, but I thought it would be fun to try. I'm trying to avoid rubbing too much on that place that's wet. Afraid I'll rub a hole in it. Or all right, let's see what we got here. Well, can't really see what it is, but you can definitely see some up there and some here. You just don't know that that's can't really see the people, I don't think, but it was worth a try. And oh, I want to do this one next. This was from the Town and Country. Isn't that just sweet? I just love seeing parents and kids playing together, and I love that picture. So we're going to do that one next and hope that we can get something. I don't know if we'll be able to get anything off of that. I'm going to use this burgundy. That was definitely too much paint, so we'll just nip that in the bud there. And it may be this paint. This paint is acting different than the other, so that may also have been part of the reason that one didn't work. I think it's the only one I've done with this color. Okay. Okay, it might possibly be this paint because that one didn't do hardly anything. I'm going to go ahead and pull it just so we can see what it did do, but I don't think we're going to get anything. Okay, so we're going to put that paint up. We won't use it again. I'll do this light color just to, because it's a very big contrast, and maybe that'll we'll get anything we're going to get that way. I think my brayer was still wet, so some of this is going to be maroony here. Yeah, obviously done all I need to do on that page. Okay. I'm going to do it on this side since I'm not expecting it to come out yet. That's a folk art paint. I'm trying to see if any of these others are folk art. I don't really think it is a folk art issue. It may just be that. But none of these are. Most of them are apple barrels, so. So you can't see, you can't tell anything. So that one was a fail. Okay, we'll go on to the next one. Let's get a different wipe off book. Clean up where I wiped off all that extra paint, because my wipe off book's going to go on top of it. And I've got it kind of decorated. I don't want that to mess it up. Okay, let's get a new page. All right. Okay, we're going to do another black and white one. And it's of some watches. This is also a town and country page. We're going to use blue though. Oh goodness, too much blue. Let that spread out so it'll dry. Okay. This is the one we're going to try here. See, I did it fast, and that worked out better. And I think I was slow on that other one, but it may still have been the paint. Okay, now we'll let this dry here a little bit. Sorry you have to see my hand waving around, but can't use my heat gun. I don't know how else to do it besides blow on it, and I don't really want to do that. Okay, now to put behind that, I wish this was live so you could tell me what to put behind it, what color. I'm going to do pink just for kicks. Won't look anything like the real picture, but I'm not trying to do like the real picture, so. And that's a lot of extra paint too, I think, but I will take some of it off if I need to. Let's see what we got here. That one turned out pretty good. I like that one. Now, I'm mostly playing with pictures that I don't really care that much about. And so, you know, there's no investment involved. uh, we're going to do... this may not be quite enough. I don't know. I thought that was pretty, and it's a glossy thing, so I'm going to put it down and see what we get. Okay. I think that one's actually going to turn out pretty good. I wasn't sure if there was so much dark. I didn't know. Dry it a little bit. I got some little things that show I may have, where they like got that dendritic pattern stuff, so my paint may have been too wet, or I put a little too much on. It didn't look like too much, so I didn't bother to take off any extra, but maybe I should have. Okay. Now then, I'm gonna put this gray behind her. No, I'm not. I'm gonna use something that's closer to a flesh tone here, just for kicks. Alright, let's see what we can get here. I know what you're thinking. Enough already. You haven't you burnished that enough? You want to be sure you do it as good as you can. That one turned out pretty good, I think. I'm happy with that. Okay. Let's do... oh, I've got another National Geographic one that I think looks like fun. But I'm going to go ahead and clean this a little bit in between. I don't know if I said this earlier or not, but I'm not usually one who cleans in between. I like crusty bits on things normally, but for this technique, I think it might be better to go ahead and clean in between. Okay, this is the next one I want to do because it looks interesting to me. I'm not sure what would be the best way to go about it. I'm not sure if the tones are all too close to each other to even work, but we're going to try it anyway. And I'm going to do it with this orange, I think. It's the closest thing I have to what's in there. sorry. Oh, I think that paint was too watery. But we're going to go ahead and try it a second here and then pull it up and see what happens. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put this one behind it. Okay. I think this one's probably not going to be a very happy one. Nope. It just looks like some weirdness. But I guess you could collage with it or something. Okay. One thing about that cream color paint, it really sticks to the jelly plate. Okay, I'm gonna try. Let's see what I want to do here. I don't want to do a whole bunch more, but I'd like to do a couple more. Okay. Okay, this girl's really pretty, so I'm gonna try her. Let's see what we can get. I don't know if she'll come off or not, but we're gonna try her. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and do her in this pretty brown. I don't want to make her purple or something. And I'm hoping that she is what's going to stay on the page and the background will go away. Got a new jar of paint, so I have to get the plastic thing off of it. Those almost make these paints Lisa proof. There we go. Okay. I may be taking off too much paint, but I really want her to work out. So, okay. All right, we'll let that dry a little bit. It looks like I'm going to end up with her not being chocolate brown after all. So, I guess if she can't be her natural pretty self, we could make her make her some other color here. Let's try this Bahama Blue. If I can't have what I want, I'll just go the total opposite direction here. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh, got some little brown specks. That makes me sad. Other than if it wasn't for that, this would actually have turned out pretty good. Okay. I'm going to do one more just for fun. No, let's not. That one probably won't turn out. So let's see if we can find another one that's. Let's do another one that's a black background, and we'll try this one and see how she turns out. I like that the words turn out, right side up. You don't have to worry about, did I do it backwards or anything like that. That's pretty cool. Okay. It's going to end up taking too long because of my hesitation about paper. I've got a really huge bubble under there, so this is probably not going to turn out at all. Oh dear. Even worse, it's sticking to the plate. Well, that's going to be a fail. But we'll go ahead and pull it with something just to see. pull it with some red. When you get a big bubble underneath that, it just can't make a good print. So that was kind of sad, because I thought that would be interesting. But I think we might get some words or something anyway. So it probably won't be a complete waste of time. But we shall see. You can almost see that there's a human shape there. So it really was pretty much a waste of time for that one. But so we've got this one, which didn't turn out so great, and that one, which didn't turn out so great. And then we've got this one, and this one, and that one, and this one, and this one. Oh, I just dropped one. And we've got that one, and that one. So I got some that turned out good and some that did not. I think that is kind of how it goes for everybody. So if you get some that turn out good and some that don't fret. I did want to do, where is that one? One more before I go. Where did I put that? Alright, where is it? I think I may have stuck it back over here. Yeah, here it is. I do want to do this one, see if it turns out as good as the other one. It may not, because it's got a person on it. But we shall see. What color was giving us the best prints? I think it was this dark blue. So we're going to, oh, that wasn't that one, because that one doesn't look like it's been opened. Oh, goodness. Got a big slimy part. Don't like that. Okay. All right, let's see what we can do with this one. Wow, that one got all those little things too. Maybe I can get rid of them on this one. No, I'm getting rid of other stuff at the same time. Okay, see what it did? Just pulled the paint right back off of there. So this one's probably not going to turn out very good either. Since it's perfume, we'll do pink. Oh, goodness. Okay. If it wasn't for all those little spots, that one would have come out pretty good. Well, that was a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll go try it for yourself. If I can do it, you can do it. I promise you that. God bless you. You have a great day. Bye-bye.